back in Las Vegas. Last time I was here was 2 months ago for the Super Bowl, although I drove that time. This time it's just a 5-hour layover, so I have a couple hours to go to the Las Vegas Strip. Started off in the...
Please stand clear of the tram doors.
In the D gates. You can take the red line tram to get to the E gates, or sorry, to get to the E gates, and eventually I'm going to catch a bus from there. No one else got on the specific car that I'm on. They all crammed, well, not really crammed. They went into the car on the next one. This is a very short tram that takes you to the E gates. I've been to the Las Vegas airport so many times now that it was funny. I got off at the D gates, and without even having to look at the signs that point you in the directions, I just like instantly knew which direction to go to get to the trams, and then take to the E gates, and then to go up to the second level to come outside, and then wait right here where the CX bus stops at Terminal 3. And if it was at Terminal 1, I would know how to do so without looking at the signs either. But anytime I go to a new airport, of course, you have to look at the signs, even if you do plan in advance, and just the familiarity aspect. The last time I was here, as I said earlier, I drove a car, so I didn't have to worry about taking the bus to and from the airport. Funny enough, I didn't actually drive the car once I got to my place in Las Vegas for Super Bowl weekend. I either walked everywhere, or my big, longer adventure was riding the bicycle that I had brought with me. As far as today goes, I mean, the Bellagio Conservatory, since they always do those new exhibits, that's an easy one to go check out. And then I'll see what else I want to do on the Strip. It's not going to be a ton of time because even though it's 5 hours for the layover, check-in time is, once I actually get out here, is like 4 hours away. So then you got to think like, okay, then you got to go through TSA, which TSA is pretty quick over here from experience, and the line wasn't long right now. But it's more like 2.5 hours. I'll get to be on the Las Vegas Strip once this bus comes. This bus comes in about 12 minutes, and then may take like 20-30 minutes to get to the Strip, so that eats away some of that time. I have the bus all to myself right now. See, even the driver's not on here. He said I could board, but it would be a few minutes. You could see he's doing like a quick little break before he continues. He was like 3 minutes early. Off the bus and headed toward the Las Vegas Strip. I have the camera pointed this way because the sun is right behind me, providing glare. Let me flip this around. Las Vegas Strip is just up ahead where you see that bridge, and of course you can see the Bellagio. It is currently about 64 degrees, but it's gonna get up to 71 and eventually like 75 in here like in the next hour or two. The Horseshoe Casino, home of the World Series of Poker. Well, it's much less crowded than it was during Super Bowl week. See, not many cars, not much foot traffic. I mean, it's granted, it is early in the day, about 9 a.m. Pacific time, but still. On the Caesars Plaza, you can see again no traffic. I mean, over here, remember, it was jam-packed. That's where they had the Super Bowl sign photo opportunity that people were taking a bunch of pictures of. I guess it's rare that my layovers are in the morning because I forgot how empty some of the casinos are. I shot a separate video showcasing all of the Bellagio Conservatory, but very pretty with all the teacups, flowers. The theme is called Tea and Tulips for the springtime. You got the bees and the honey, various other figures, and they're in the process of actually like watering and replenishing a lot of the flowers, so you can tell it's very meticulously taken care of. I don't really need to explore too much at the Las Vegas Strip. You know, I had the luxury when I was here for Super Bowl weekend, and I knew it was going to be a several-day stretch. That was the first time since 2017 that I was able to like take my time and relax. When looking at everything on the Strip. But during these layovers, even if it's like a 5-hour layover, things gotta go at a much faster pace. You don't have the luxury of just like, oh yeah, let me take my time and like sightsee, so to speak. It's still a pretty bang pace. Some type of boat out there on where the fountains would be. Not sure what it's doing. You can see the Las Vegas Sphere over that direction. Ideally, I'd like to find something fun to eat and munch on, whether it be Italian food or bakery, basically like a breakfast / mini lunch. I'm not quite sure what I want, so I'll probably be looking that up on my phone and maybe do my next video around that time. Alright, so I'm going across from Bellagio toward the Miracle Mile shops, but I'm gonna head that way. Even though it's not a full like meal place, there's supposedly Duck Donuts, which has high reviews and are open right now. Alright, before I go to Duck Donuts, I'm going to try Wahlburgers. I know they're a national chain, but I've never actually been to one. Duck Donuts is a little bit over there. Alright, got my lunch. Burger and fries. So both the burger and the fries are good. Tasty burger, fries, pretty good. I mean, nothing. Slightly above average. I like them. Pretty full. I'm still gonna go over the Duck Donuts, and then the bus that I'm supposed to catch should come in about 20 minutes right on that street there. That's the same street that I first got off on, so go in the opposite direction. Duck Donuts. I think they're the other way around here. Yes, this is the place. That was last time I was here. I was mistaken thinking that these were donuts when they're just duck decorations. So they make the donut to order. So I got mine right here, and then we're going to head out the exit side. Price-wise, it's a bit pricey. For one donut, it comes to like $5, but we'll see how it ends up tasting. Should probably. Oh, I have napkins in my pocket still. So originally, I was just going to get a chocolate donut with sprinkles on it, but I decided to also add the vanilla on top of the chocolate. So we'll see how it tastes. Maybe I overloaded it too much. All finished eating. It was definitely a different experience, because now that I think about it, I've never had a donut that's like freshly made right in front of you. And so I'm used to donuts when they're, you buy them from the store, they're not hot. Everything's all settled. There's a firmness to it. This was like almost falling apart because it was hot, fresh, and all the ingredients. So it was like it tasted good and fresh, but it didn't taste like a donut that I am used to, because that was the first type of donut I've ever had like that. If that makes sense. I mean, I probably would have enjoyed it better if I would have left it in the box, let it cool down for however long, and eaten it later on. Right now, I am just walking to the bus stop for I think this is where the CX will come. Yep. What's nice is that the CX bus was actually on time earlier going to the Strip, and now it's not coming yet, but it says on the thing it's going to come in a minute or two, so it should be on time going back to the airport as well. It's not often that the buses are on time. Maybe it's because it's, again, relatively in the morning. So I'm already through TSA at the airport. Sometimes it's risky. Like, I don't advocate people to get to the airport with only less than an hour before your boarding time. I got away with that a lot of times at Hopkins Airport in Cleveland. Then one time I was like so nervous because I was like, man, I was standing in line for like 40 minutes and I had barely moved, and that's when I made the impulse decision to sign up with Clear to get to the front of the line and do a trial run with them. But the Vegas airport, usually at this time of day, it's such a short line, and that was the case here. I pretty much got right up to the front. So I got here with like 45 minutes before my boarding time, and only took 7 minutes to get through TSA, so I get to hang out for a half hour.